Hi, I'm Lauren Haynes, herbalist and founder of Wooden Spoon Herbs. Today we're diving back into our Herbalism 101 series and we are talking about how herbs work. Herbalism is where plants and people intersect. This can happen in a number of ways. It can happen topically, like a poultice, or even taking a bath in a plant or a tea of a plant. Through a traditional tea, even a tea bag from the grocery store can be a medicinal herbal action. It can happen energetically, like through flower essences. There's no wrong way or right way to do herbalism. There aren't many hard and fast rules. Herbalism really goes back to, again, just that connection with a plant and your intention for use. Herbs, which is the broad term for medicinal plants, though botanically incorrect, contain what are broadly known as phytochemicals. These could be flavonoids, these could be polysaccharides, omega-3 fatty acids, the list goes on, but these are the chemicals that make up the insides of plants. Much like a human body, which is made up of many different chemicals from choline to cortisol and a laundry list of things in between, plants and human bodies and all living things are made up of chemicals that set off reactions and reactions and reactions and reactions. You can work with plants to support a vast array of conditions or needs. You can work with nourishing herbs like nettle and oat straw just to support baseline nutrition day to day.
All right, today we're going to talk about the top 5 herbs inspired by Dr. Sebi. All right, first herb on the list is burdock, and burdock is used to clean the liver and the lymphatic system. It's also used to clean the blood, and it's great for skin issues such as eczema and psoriasis. The second herb on the list is elderberry, and we're going to just go ahead and call elderberry nature's cold medicine with the way that it gets rid of cold and flu symptoms. The third herb on the list is sarsaparilla, and sarsaparilla is good for people dealing with anemia. It's also good for people dealing with blood issues and skin issues. Moving on to the fourth herb, which would be blue vervain, and blue vervain is known to help regulate the nervous system. It helps regulate stress, depression, and gets rid of cold and flu symptoms. The fifth herb is bladderwrack, and bladderwrack is a brown algae that has antibiotic and antiviral properties. It is also great for weight loss, and it is normally paired with sea moss. Make sure to follow me for more alkaline tips.
Here are the herbs that I would use in a tea blend if I wanted to create a daily blend to drink for my holistic health and well-being. Welcome to Herb Wednesday. I'm Dr. Grant, the pelvic floor therapist, doula, and herbalist you didn't know you needed. And let's get in and learn this tea and why I chose these herbs. So when we're creating tea blends, we really want to be intentional with what we want each herb to do in that blend. The first herb that I'm definitely tapping into is nettle leaf. Now, I love nettle leaf for so many reasons. It's great when you're dealing with pain, urinary health issues, and even allergies, but I would use it for a daily blend for its nutrients and the ways that it helps pour into the blood with vitamin A, C, K, and even iron, calcium, magnesium, and potassium. I would use that to definitely get me some vitamins into my blend. The next herb I would use is oat straw. Oat straw is great for nourishing the nervous system and strengthening the nervous system. So it's helping to calm any of our nerves or irritability. If you get really anxious and irritated, this is a great herb to add into your daily blend. And I love oat straw. It's such a beautiful herb. I would also incorporate red raspberry leaf because of its antioxidant properties and its sources of potassium, which is really vital for our cells, tissues, and organs to function properly. Last, but very much so not least, is peppermint leaf. Not only is peppermint leaf going to give you a refreshing taste to this tea, and it's going to help with mental alertness and clarity at the start of your day, but it's also helpful for the digestive process and improving the efficiency of that process, as well as soothing any irritation or inflammation that you may be experiencing in your stomach or your gut. And we know we need that, okay? So this is a blend that I have used for years for myself, but definitely something I would use if I were you and I was trying to figure out how to incorporate herbs for holistic health and well-being. Look for brands out there that may have these ingredients or create them yourself. It's even better when you create it yourself. But overall, let me know if you would try these in the comments below, and I'll see y'all next time. Peace.
Wait, let me share with you 2 powerful herbs that's going to help your white blood cells. I'm Melissa with Alk Living, where it's not a diet, it's a way of living. Let's get started. Herb number 1 is cat's claw. Cat's claw boosts the immune system to regulate white blood cell production and performance. It's also an adaptogen. So if your white blood cell count is too low, it'll raise it. And if it's too high, it'll lower it. And herb number 2 is astragalus. Astragalus increases B and T lymphocyte levels. It also enhances the immune system's ability to identify bacteria, viruses, and even cancer cells. A study showed that people on chemotherapy who also took astragalus lived longer, and their white blood cell count increased significantly. Thank you so much for watching, and if this video helped, be sure to like, comment, share, and definitely save. Peace.
This is for my girls who get strong menstrual cramps but don't want to take over-the-counter meds and pharmaceuticals. I got you with 9 herbs that are a natural alternative to these drugs. These herbs help with bloating, menstrual cramps, back pain, muscle spasms, PMS, mood. Girl, you know the rest. 1. Peppermint. This is a cooling anti-inflammatory herb that helps to ease pain by relaxing the uterine muscles. It can also be used if you get nausea. 2. Nettle. Super mineral rich, especially in iron, it helps to replenish nutrients lost during our cycle. It's also astringent, meaning it helps reduce heavy flow, and it's diuretic, reducing bloating. 3. Oat straw. Super mineral rich and nourishing, just like the nettle. This one actually helps to soothe the nervous system, helping with mood support. It's good for anxiety, so it helps with the overall irritability that, girl, we get during our cycle. 4. Lemon balm. This one is great for mood support. Helps with PMS, helps to improve mood, and it also helps the cognitive function. 5. Chamomile. She's anti-inflammatory, anti-spasmodic, and improves your mood. 6. Burdock root. Purifies the blood, supports the liver. Fun fact, she actually helps with premenstrual acne. She gonna take it away. 7. Red raspberry leaf. A uterine tonic that tames contractions, strengthens uterine walls, and balances hormones. 8. Yarrow. Promotes cycle regularity and reduces heavy bleeding. 9. Rose petals. Can bring on a delayed period and improve your mood.
Detox with herbs. Yes, herbs. Ashwagandha brings up the adrenal glands. Licorice root put the adrenal glands back online. Wild yams root brings the adrenal glands back online. Chaparral cleanses the blood. Burdock root cleanses the blood. Sarsaparilla cleanses the blood. Bloodroot cleanses the blood. Milk thistle cleanses the liver. Dandelion root cleanses the liver and the skin. You see that? Your berry kingdom cleanses the brain and bring more oxygen and antioxidants and anthocyanins to the brain. You see what I'm saying? You can cleanse every organ. Just do it every 3 months. Do a 12-day cleanse. This is called preventive maintenance. Detox with herbs. Yes, herbs. Ashwagandha brings up the adrenal glands. Licorice root put the adrenal glands back online. Wild yams root brings the adrenal glands back online. Chaparral cleanses the blood. Burdock root cleanses the blood. Sarsaparilla cleanses.
I just made a tea for diabetes. Let me show you how I did it.
I started reading African Holistic Health by Dr. Lele Africa, who was a great master herbalist. So this book has a lot of cool remedies and information about so-called disease. So I came across some information about diabetes and how it's a disease of the pancreas. What's even crazier is 420 plus million people are affected by this disease. So I found some herbs that I actually had in my house, like the bitter melon, the cayenne, the dandelion root, the mullein, and the raspberry as well. So I poured about 32 ounces of spring water into a pot. So I got my water hot and brought it to almost boiling temperature. Then I added equal parts of each herb. Next, I steeped my tea anywhere from 30 minutes to an hour. Put my top back on. And there you go. We just made a tea to help regulate your blood sugar levels. And if you know any friends or family members this video may help, just send it to them.
Let's talk about brain health and herbs. I'm gonna keep it real with you. Unlike other cells in the body, neurons do not regenerate, according to studies. So it is imperative that you act now and do different things to support your brain health. So if you're experiencing fatigue, brain fog, short-term memory loss, pay close attention to what I'm gonna say next. If I could change only 3 things about my health to improve my brain health, it would be proper hydration, adequate amounts of sleep, and addressing pro-inflammatory foods. And I'm talking about alcohol, fried foods, refined sugar, just to name a few. And as a bonus, magical mushrooms such as cordyceps, reishi, lion's mane, maitake, just to name a few. Tap the plus sign if you've heard of any of these mushrooms before.
Here are 5 essential herbs for everyday wellness if you want to get all your nutrients, nourish your nervous system, and help your body adapt better to stress. Starting with nettle. Nettle is my everyday go-to herb. It is a nutritive herb that's rich in calcium, magnesium, potassium, and iron, as well as a great source of fiber. It's an antioxidant and mild antihistamine, so it's great for overall health as well as allergies. Milky oat tops, also known as milky oats, is a nutritive herb, but also a nervine tonic, meaning it helps tonify the nervous system. It is a nervine relaxant, hypotensive, and used for restoring the nervous system's health, as well as hair, skin, and nails, stress, burnout, and overstimulation. Raspberry leaf is a girl's girl. She is a uterine tonic and helps tone and tighten tissues, specifically the uterus, which makes her great for the third trimester of pregnancy, but also a nutritive herb, significant in vitamin C, calcium, and iron. Raspberry leaf is generally great for the menstrual cycle. St. John's wort is known as nature's antidepressant. It's believed to inhibit the reuptake of serotonin in the brain, thereby increasing serotonin levels in the brain. However, more research is still needed. However, it may interact with blood thinners and SSRIs, so those on these medications should proceed with caution and consult their physician. Holy basil, also known as tulsi, is an adaptogen, which means it helps the body adapt better to stress. Adaptogens help regulate several systems in the body, including the endocrine, nervous system, and immune systems, which help maintain homeostasis in the body. Here's to healing with nature.
This solution right here with this cinnamon, this bay leaves, and these cloves. Baby, you got a cold? Take it. You need mouthwash? Take it. You got a toothache? Take it. Hey y'all, welcome to my mini series, Everyday Wellness with Indigo. Healing does not just happen in the mind, it happens in the body. It's not just about mindset and perspective shifts. It's also about taking care of your body and knowing how to nourish and heal it from the inside out. And I just want to show y'all some things that you probably already have in your cabinet that you can use to heal and nourish your body. Do what you can with what you got. You do not need a lot of money. You do not need to buy the super organic stuff. We got ground cinnamon and clove. You're gonna pair this with some bay leaves, right? You're gonna put this all in a pot. You're gonna boil it. You're gonna boil your ground cinnamon, your cloves. I usually like to get whole cloves, but this is all I have left right now. And you're gonna boil some bay leaves in the water. This bay leaves and these cloves. Baby, you got a cold? Take it. Cleanse your face and get rid of acne. You can use it as a mouthwash to have fresh breath. You can use it to get rid of a toothache. And guess what? I forgot to mention, it's going to keep the bugs away. You can use it to cleanse and protect your home, because that's especially with the bay leaves and the cloves, they're gonna keep that negative energy out. You can use it to bring success in, because that's what that cinnamon is gonna do. And it's gonna have your house smelling good. It's like a do-it-all multi-purpose solution. Baby, I be walking around smelling like nature's perfume, and that's because I use all nature's ingredients in my house. Make sure whenever you are using your do-it-all solution, you set your specific intention. You pray over it. So before you wipe them counters, if you want to get rid of negative energy in the house, set that intention, right? If you want to make the bugs stay away, set that intention. If you want to bring in success, set that intention. That is it on Everyday Wellness with Indigo. Let me know if y'all like this segment and y'all want to see more of this. Okay. With love, Indigo.
Welcome to the series where I teach herbalism for beginners. Today I will show you how to make a herbal tincture. So herbal tinctures are typically more potent versus other methods because they offer a higher concentration of herbs, and it is a very simple process and a more accessible way to consume herbs. All you need is a dropper bottle, mason jar of any size, vegetable glycerin or proof alcohol. In this case, I am making a non-alcohol tincture, distilled water, and herbs of your choice. I'm going for a woman's health tincture, so the herb red raspberry leaf, red clover, and lemon balm. After combining herbs, you're going to decide the ratio. I like to do 1 part water and 3 parts vegetable glycerin. This provides a good balance. You then want to combine the dry herbs in a mason jar and pour glycerin water mixture until completely covered. You want to leave a little space at the top of the jar to allow expansion. You then want to mix the herbs to ensure all of that good stuff is getting inside, all of that good liquid. Then you want to storage, seal tightly, place in a dark, cool place for 4 to 6 weeks and shake and jar every few days to distribute the herbal properties. Don't forget to label and enjoy. A few of my favorite books if you're looking for more herbal remedies. The first one we have is Sacred Woman. This one is good because this one talks about the mind, body, and spirit and lifestyle, nutrition. Then we have Intimate Herbal. This one is great because it has a lot of different recipes on supporting different things in regards to women's health. Then we have Herbal Health for Men, and I really love this one because they don't really have much men health books for herbs, so they have different recipes and different herbs that cater to men's health. But yeah, until next time.
Honey, if you haven't welcomed herbal vinegars into your practice yet, why not? It's like discovering a whole new layer of magic and medicine. To me, they're a lot more than kitchen staples. They're actually ancestral wisdom in a bottle. I mean, imagine taking the essence of a powerful healing herb and letting it steep and transform in a base as humble as vinegar. With each day they steep, their strength grows. and their shelf life is unmatched. Need a spiritual bath but don't have time to prepare one? Add a few splashes of your favorite herbal vinegar to the tub. Need to purify your sacred space but don't have the time to prepare a floor wash? Add a splash of herbal vinegar to your boiling hot mop water. Want to maintain your inner radiance and glow from the inside out? Take a little bit of herbal vinegar as a tonic. And I know what you're thinking, but these are not just for witches and curanderas. Herbal vinegars are for anyone looking to reclaim their power and weave a bit of their own medicine. So if you're feeling called to it, trust the nudge and start making your own. Let me know how it goes.
If you are a beginner herbalist, I have the number one thing that you should learn first. Because if you know how to do this one thing, which I guarantee you already know how to do, you can make over 6 different kinds of herbal medicine and herbal remedies right now. And this allows you to get started without the overwhelm, without spending a bunch of money, and without the self-doubt. Okay, so this one thing is understanding teas and infusions. So we all know what a tea is, right? An infusion is the exact same thing, except you're going to use more herbs, you're going to steep for longer, and you're going to cover the top with a lid or a towel or something to keep the steam in. Because when you do this, your tea becomes a medicinal strength infusion. And once you learn how to make an infusion, you can make over 6 different kinds of other herbal remedies. And then you're off to the races with your herbalism journey. If you're someone who likes more specifics and more measurements, I recommend checking out my book, Beginner Herbalism Made Easy. You can get it on Amazon and Kindle and paperback. And in this book, I teach you 20 herbs that you can find at your grocery store, give you instructions for 10 different kinds of herbal remedies you can make with those herbs, as well as other ingredients from your grocery store like honey, vinegar, lemon, and more. Let me know down in the comments, what is your favorite kind of tea to make?
Is that you need to increase your iron. I'm going to give you a few. I'm not going to give you a lot right now because we're not about to wild out like that, right? But I'll give you a few that you can find. One is going to be burdock. Burdock is very, very potent in iron, which is why burdock sends its roots 3 to 6 feet deep down into the ground. Okay, it's an earth element plant full of fucking iron. Burdock's going to have your iron like leveled off within 2 to 3 days. Easy. The second herb is going to be sarsaparilla. Okay, now sarsaparilla contains the highest concentration of oxygen in any plant, according to Dr. Sebi. I didn't do the research, the studies on it myself, so I'm just relying on his information, as a credible ancestors, So sarsaparilla is known to have the highest concentration of iron in any plant. So we have the burdock, we have the sarsaparilla, right? Now, the third herb is going to be yellow dock. Yellow dock is very bitter, but very, very potent in iron. Okay? And then another herb that can give you a lot of iron is also cocomelca. Okay? Cocomelca, a lot of iron. All right? Dandelion root, potent in iron as well as a lot of potassium. So the dandelion root going to give you the iron, and it's going to also give you that potassium as well. Okay? So that's going to be your iron source via the herbs. Now, when it comes to food, what are the foods that contain the highest level of iron? Well, we're going to look at dates. Dates contain high levels of iron. It contains magnesium. It contains potassium. It contains phosphorus. And it contains copper. Well, I remember if dates contain copper. But dates contain the iron, the magnesium, the potassium, and the phosphorus. Okay? So dates is one of the superfood that's going to boost up your iron. Now, the second fruit is going to be prickly pears. Okay? You guys are familiar with prickly pears? Okay, the juice is red. When you open it, the juice is red, right? That build up your red blood cell count, oxygenate your blood, okay? Build up your iron very, very fast. Prickly pears. So we have dates, then we have prickly pears. Okay? How we looking? We good? All right. Now, the third thing that's going to help you with your iron is going to be watercress. Now, watercress is actually more dominant in calcium. See? Because there's no greens out there that has more calcium than watercress. But watercress also have iron. Now, the thing about iron is magnetic. So wherever you find iron, you tend to find other minerals revolving around it. You see? So watercress. All right. You may even get iron from also kale. The lacinato kale has iron in it. Kabocha squash has a lot of iron in it as well. Okay, kabocha squash and acorn squash, iron. Okay, quinoa has okay, so quinoa doesn't have like a whole lot of iron in it, but quinoa has iron, right? Goji berries are potent in iron, build up the red blood count as well. Goji berries. Okay, now burro bananas are potent in iron. Burro bananas. Okay, make sure you get
The one herb that you should always have in your house, always, no matter what, it's antiviral, antibacterial, antifungal, I mean it works against candida, works on the skin, works in the gut, works in the mouth. I'm not kidding, this is the one. As a matter of fact, I travel with it, that's how important it is. It's oregano. You can use it on things that you need to heal. You can even use it on gum problems, toothaches. I recommend it for everything, rashes, candida, psoriasis, all of it. And internally, when I had SIBO, small intestinal bacteria overgrowth, it was the only thing that knocked that bacterial load down. It works for so many different things. You're starting to get sick, the sniffles, oregano, go to. Keep it in your house, travel with it.
You must have these top 10 herbs for your at-home apothecary. Welcome to Herbalism 101, and I am your professor, Natalia King, and I am a herbalist, a holistic skincare formulator, and I am the owner and founder of Body Love by Tao, where we offer over 160 plus organic loose leaf herbs and over 60 plus organic handmade skincare products made for us, by us. If you're just starting your herbal apothecary, these 10 powerhouse herbs are the most versatile, effective, and easy to use. They cover digestion, immunity, stress relief, skincare, detox, and sleep. Everything that you need to support your natural wellness routine. First, we're starting with dandelion root. This is what it looks like. It supports liver function and natural detox, aids digestion and reduces bloating, and it's great for skin health. It helps with acne and eczema. Number 2, peppermint. It soothes bloating, nausea, and indigestion. It helps with headaches and mental clarity, and it's great for respiratory support. 3, elderberries. I don't know what they are putting in these new sicknesses out there, but baby, this has gotten me through a lot. It has powerful antiviral properties that helps you fight colds and flus. It's rich in antioxidants for overall immune strength, and it reduces the duration of illnesses. 4th, chamomile. That's what it looks like. It aids in digestion and soothes gut inflammation. And it's great topically for rashes, wounds, and irritation. Number 5, calendula, the skin healing queen herself. It speeds up wound healing and reduces scarring. It's antifungal and great for rashes and acne. It soothes dry and irritated skin. And if you're in Colorado, yeah. Number 6, ginger, Zingiber officinalis. I don't know, I just love saying that, but this is what it looks like. It eases nausea, bloating, and indigestion. It increases circulation, so it's great for cold hands and feet. And it reduces inflammation in the body. And if I could be any herb, it would be ginger. Number 7, ashwagandha. It's a powerful adaptogen, and it reduces stress and anxiety. It helps with adrenal fatigue and nervous system support. And it supports balanced energy without overstimulation. Number 8, mullein. It clears mucus and supports healthy lungs. It soothes coughs and congestion. And it's a natural antihistamine, which is great for allergies. Number 9, rosemary. It enhances memory and focus. It improves circulation and heart health. And it strengthens hair follicles and promotes hair growth. And lastly, number 10, lavender. Who doesn't love lavender? It reduces stress, tension, and supports a restful sleep. It's an antiseptic for cuts, bug bites, and burns. And it's great for the scalp and hair care. This top 10 list will give you a solid foundation. Now that we're all done, your homework is to go out and try to find these herbs as best as you can. And I want you to sit with the herb and see what it smells like, tastes like, feels like, and just really sit with the herb. Would you rather grow your own herb garden or forage wild herbs in nature? Leave the answer in the comments below and tell me why. Remember, the way to pass this course is by engaging, and you can do that by liking, commenting, sharing, or saving. I love y'all so much, and I'll see you next class.
I'm about to put y'all on game, okay? Seriously, this is gonna save your life. These are the 5 supplements that you should always have in your apothecary to cure anything that you have. And I mean anything. I don't care what illness you have. Fever, diabetes, high blood pressure, high cholesterol, stomach ulcers, tonsillitis, vaginitis, itis, digestion issues, diarrhea, heartburn, headache. You don't have these 5 things in your apothecary, child, you're gonna be missing out. It could turn 7 days of sickness or 2 weeks of sickness to 1 to 3 days. These 5 things will wipe it out completely. Moringa leaf, dandelion root, golden seal, bladderwrack, burdock root. These all will take out inflammation, detoxify the body, and bring you back to life, honey.
From clearing up eczema to serving as a diuretic, which can help you with high blood pressure, to even breaking kidney stones. This miracle leaf plant is called a miracle leaf for a reason. Not only does it work externally, but it works internally. Once you take this leaf and you place it on the ground, it actually will birth new plants all around the edges. And one leaf, no seed needed, will give you a plethora of miracle leaves. If you take the leaves and boil them, then you have a natural remedy for asthma, bronchitis, and other lung issues. This tea is used is as a juice. So basically, you want to take about 3 to 5 leaves. Once again, you want to make sure you wash them. You want to put them in your high-speed blender. You want to add about 2 to 3 cups of water. And what you're going to do is you're going to blend it until it reduces, until it blends all the way down. And then you're going to strain it. And based on whether you're using this to break kidney stones, you may use that 7 to 10 days. Whether you're using it to detoxify and just cleanse the body, okay? Or you can also use this same concoction here as the blend for other uses as well, to reduce your high blood pressure and things of that nature. Whether you choose to drink the miracle leaf as a tea or as a juice, it's a highly effective remedy for lung issues, asthma, bronchitis, to break kidney stones, used externally for eczema. You could drink the tea, you could drink the juice. In either ways, this is going to help you detoxify the body. It's going to help you clear out kidney stones and a whole bunch of other uses. If you would like to purchase this herb from my shop, go to theholisticmotivator.com/shop. There you'll be able to purchase it as green as it comes, because this is one of those herbs that you want to keep it and purchase it in its original green state. So once again, go to theholisticmotivator.com/shop and get you some. Peace.